The morning light fills your eyes and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Welcome to Greater Marrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time, it can really creep up on you. Well, what I can do, we've got a pursuit. Catch fish. Let's undock. Oh, hang on. Let's, there, that's better. Okay. Fish. A blue mackerel. We're all fished out. Got plenty of room. Yep, mackerel. A floating buoy. It serves to mark safe passage past dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Its dim light also provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Fish. Oh, I do not have the right equipment for this spot. We will have to come back much later. Fishy. I missed. Now if you notice the clock up in the top centre there, that's not moving. That time only goes forward when the boat's moving. If I stop, it stops. And when I fish, it will also go. Ooh, a trophy. Getting these in the correct spot makes the timer on the left there go quicker. So you spend less time, or less time passes, I should say. Which is a cool mechanic. I'll also... hang on. There is... where is it? Relaxed fishing mode. I don't actually know what that does. You know what, let's find out what that does. Hang on. Let's turn that on. And let's do some fishing. That didn't seem to make any difference. So, I don't know what that does. It does say you'll always successfully complete the minigame. It's not like it's difficult. And I think you kind of... like, even if I don't press any buttons, the thing still goes up. That just makes it go up quicker, so... spot has been depleted. It's going to get dark soon. Oh, what's that over there? That should be a message in a bottle. Grab. We got a message. Excuse me. 20th of August, 1927. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon and our first day proper. Today we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here, the layers and colours are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night, Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. How sweet. I'm sure nothing horrible happened to this lovely couple. Ooh, sun going down. I can't. I don't have the equipment for that. Plus, cab is nearly full anyway, so it doesn't really matter much. Spoopy. You step onto the dock at Greater Marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan, but I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So, to recap, you'll need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debt, and, in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understand? Where do I sell the fish? Our local fishmonger will appraise and purchase what you catch. He's open all hours. Convenient for the game. Off you go then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. Let's go to the fishmonger. You enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. What's your name? There's no sense getting familiar. You'll be on your way like the rest of them soon, no doubt. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more, too. Other towns on other islands might pay you different, but while you've still got a debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying it off first. So, let's see what you've got. So, these are all the fish I caught. They are... oh, stale. Obviously the first lot that I caught went off. Yeah, it takes a bit off the price, and the trophy adds a bit to the price. There you go. Sell all fish by holding that. I got $94 dues and $16 off my debt. Can I see what my debt is? The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger's store. Excellent work. I have no doubt he'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something of it. Why don't you take it? Now, I'm normally using a controller. You can drag and drop. Oh, one last thing. Our local... with the mouse, I should say, you can drag and drop. One last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. Ah, there you go. $33 dues remaining. Let's go to the shipwright. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favours around here. Payment is up front, and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take on any damage from the rocks, or any damage at all, foreshadowing, I can patch it up, mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look round. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. Well... Actually, I'll send that to storage. So we've got a basic fishing pole, 35%, and used in the coastal area. These are both shallow, but I can only afford that one. I think I would like to purchase that. And we can install it. There, symmetrically. There we go. And that's all for that. Oh, hang on. There is actually more there. There's also engines, but I couldn't have afforded any of them. Trawl nets and lights. There are no trawl nets yet, and I cannot afford any lights. Okay. Let's talk to the mayor. What can I do for you? I'd like to pay off some of my debt. I've only got $19, so not at the moment. I want to ask about the wider region. Certainly. Is there somewhere in particular you wish to know more about? Gale Cliffs. Well, the main port over there is a place called Ingfell. It's right on the approach to the cliffs. You can't miss it. It's a whaling town, but I haven't heard much talk of it these days. I think quite a few people have left one way or another. Is there another area you'd like to discuss? What about Stellar Basin? Quite a popular tourist destination. There's a resort on the atoll, built on top of a beautiful coral reef. I'm sure there's a wide variety of fish there. Maybe you fancy you getting your hooks into some of those. Is there another area you'd like to discuss? Twisted Strand. I don't think there's much to tell. It's just a tangled mass of trees. It's often blanketed in a thick fog, even during the day. You'd want some good lights and a good sense of direction if you're going to go exploring over there. Devil's Spine. Yes, it's quite exciting really. An active volcano amongst a city of ancient ruins. I must caution against sailing there, however. The ruins lie low in the water and would surely tear through your hull. Not to mention the aforementioned volcano could erupt at any moment. You can occasionally hear it rumbling from here. That's all for now. What else can I do for you? What happened to the last fisherman? The last fisherman? Oh, he was very unreliable. He'd go out at night, come back with no fish, and proceed to sleep all day. He was also a terrible captain. I mean, really terrible. Constantly running aground on the reef, even in broad daylight. The shipwright almost ran out of wood for repairs. No, he was no good. One evening he left and never came back. So long, he shan't be missed by us. What else? That is, I should get back to fishing. Now, since we've been cautioned about not going out at night, well, first let's look at the map. There we go. I'm in the middle, and there's all the map. I guess those black dots here are the other ports you can dock at. So, anyway, let's sleep until dawn. Absolutely nothing ominous is happening at all. So these fish here obviously have not repopped yet. Fish! This is a cod. Tetris minigame here. So we now have cod. This is good information. That's obviously this is where you can find them, how much they're worth. That must be the trophy one. You find them during the day. You can get them with the rod or the trawling net. Same with these. There's lots of different things. Have to catch them to learn about them. So, over here we've got fish. I think these are eels, if memory serves. Depleted. How much? Not a lot of room left. Is there anything? Let's grab our telescope. It's really sensitive. This is like really, really fast. So that's something I haven't found yet. Cod. It's like a stingray. I think that's a flounder or something. Dredging I can't do. Oceanic, I don't think I can get things in the ocean. Yeah, I can... Shallows... I get shallows and coastal. Alright. Thank you, I have figured out how to fish. Let's... More cod. I can fit a few of them in. Ooh. Trophy! One more of these. I mean, I could rearrange things, but I can't be bothered. I'm nice and full. And the day wears on. Gots to be back before dark. Yep, this spot has respawned. I keep, like I look around there, so I start to move left, thinking that that's forward, but no, it's actual proper. You still have to push forwards, even when the camera's not facing forwards. Right, fishmonger. We had a special order come through from a customer. If you can fulfill it, I'll pay you above the normal prices. Tell me about the order. A Gulf flounder and a grey eel. Just bring them in when you have them. Shallow. Yes, I can do shallows. Have you got any fish for that order? Yes, I do. Just leave whatever you have here. I'll keep the order on ice until it's all ready to go. So, that. Nope, not that. That. Ah. Alright. And I can return to these items later. Come back when you have everything. Now to regular business, eh? Yes, please. They are worth twice as much as the other things. Not sure if that's a percentage. It seems to be a percentage for a trophy. Anyway. Okay, $145. $11 remaining. How much to buy a new motor? $100. And that adds 10 knots. Compared to that one's 14 knots. Let's stick one of those in, shall we? Right. Now, I'd like to pay off my debt. Of course, how much would you like to repay? All $11.13. Fantastic. Now, what else can I do for you? Nah, nothing else. And it's night again, so, and we've got no money left. Yep, this tells me I need to get a flounder. Ooh. The mayor is walking quickly towards you. He seems to be in a good mood with a spring in his step. Fantastic news! Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Marrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. I think this is because I paid off the debt. In fact, I've granted a consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger's services. We might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. Right, dry dock. This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. Definitely want that. You'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects. Lumber, metal scraps, that sort of thing. How do I get materials? There's plenty of decent materials around the coast, from various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get at them. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be stored, so don't worry if you only have half of what we need. Right, this is good stuff. So that will add... Oops. That will add... this. That will let you use nets. That will give me more engine spots. And that will give me more light spots. However, I don't have any of those materials. And you have to get all of those four before you can get that. Which adds more cargo spaces, which I really, really want. So, for now, let's rest until dawn. And I need to go and... Ooh, a hunched woman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension. Why are you here? I am here to fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favour and move on. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. Ooh, the mayor. Just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out east toward Little Marrow? Would you please give this package to the dock worker there? Yes, I can do that. The mayor hands you a small, damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. So, you want to deliver the package. I believe, yes, here we go. We've got a nice little X marks the spot. So that's east. Which is right over there. And I think that one of these ones up here is flounder. Which I need to fulfill that other pursuit. Not sure if it's this one. That's cod. I mean, I'll come back for monies. There we go, a Gulf flounder. Depleted. Now, I'm not sure. Oh, I haven't sold them, so I don't know how much they're worth. I'm not sure how much min-maxing you can do. Like, if there are fish that take one spot, and there are huge ones that take like heaps of room. So I'm not sure. I haven't worked it out yet. If it's better to catch lots of little ones or fewer big ones. That's something I will need to find out later. Anyway. What? A delivery? Let's see here. He tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose. He hands you $25 dues. I was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use out of it. He pulls a crumpled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of the pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for a chat any time. I know how lonely it can be. So, a trader. You enter a brightly lit shop. It It's packed with antiques, the shelves full of jewellery and other baubles. An old man peers at you over silver spectacles. Hello, is that? No. I don't believe we've met. Forgive me, my eyes aren't what they used to be. They used to be his ears. Goon show jokes. I specialise in antiques and jewellery. I'll purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? No, I do not. I haven't found any so far, but I know you can find them by dredging, if memory serves. Let's see. How's the day treating you? What's it like working on the docks? As changeable as the weather. Ha! Most days it's pretty quiet. The pay's not too great, but the work's straightforward. That suits me to a T. It's good to get that fresh sea breeze without actually being on the water. No offence, but you wouldn't get me out on those seas every day. What else can I do for you? That's it. Now, I've never finished reading one of those, but these actually, if I undock, as I move along, you'll see, well, I have to go a bit further than that. How much space do I have? Yeah, I can get some of these small ones. And I am going noticeably faster. If I go... There, now it's 7% complete, so as time passes you just read the book while you're not doing anything else. So... I can get like 4 of these or something. I don't think there are 4 in this spot at the moment. There was 1. Clearly they do take a number of days, in-game days, to replenish. That's cool. Let's go to the fishmonger. Have you got any fish for that order? Yes, I do. There we go, $50.19. The fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. Good, good. Do it. They should be pleased with these. I've got another order here. This one's a little more curious. They want a couple of squid and a whole black grouper. Don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night. And, well, you know what nights are like around here. Good luck. Let's sell everything. $168 dues. Let's, Can't get any of those or those. What about lights? I can't afford the good one, but I do kind of need to go out at night. Let's rest for a bit. Right. Now I know there are some squid. Yeah, because the default light I've got is not great. There should be some squid around here somewhere. Come out at night apparently. No, that's dredging. You know what, I can... There's some squid. I drove right past them. Nope, wrong one. Squid! Depleted. Exposure to fog and other things increases your panic. Bright lights and sleeping will reduce it. There's a squid. I think that one number 6 there is the one I'm looking for. I can't remember. How many squid do I need? 2 arrow squid and a grouper. Does this count as a bright light? I don't actually know. Squid. Don't want squid. Dredge. Oh, where was that? Where was that? There. I think I want that. Bugger! And my engine's disabled. Uh-oh. That rock was definitely not there before. This is actually really harsh with my engine disabled. Where did that go? I thought it was here somewhere. I've lost it. Right there. Compass does. That's sort of southwestish. I'm going the right way. Nope, I'm going the wrong way. Wow, it's really slow with that disabled engine. Gotta look very carefully. Because notice my eyeball is going very, very red. That's one of the really cool mechanics of this game. See how that just appeared? That won't be there during the day. Oh, well, I won't say during the day, but... What is this? Oh, the lighthouse towers above. Waves crash endlessly against the perilous rocks below. All creatures, human or otherwise, would have their brittle bodies broken and thrown at its feet. You ponder the intrinsic power of this structure, a vast column of stone shouldering the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long until it decays into ruin, its purpose exhausted? The lighthouse towers above. I've completely lost those fish. Well, we're going to have to repair anyway. Oh my, you look exhausted. That's telling you to... your panic is too high. Now, fishmonger. Yes, I have fish. I like the way the background there's splitting into different colours as well. It's pretty cool. One of you. One of you. And sell. Sell the rest. Now I need to... oh, no, that's the wrong one. That one. Repair all. $30. Yep, that's good. And I can now afford a good light. No, I can't afford a good light. Well, you know, I'm getting a bad light. Because my light is terrible. Now, I need to sleep. Panic goes down. Need to sleep a bit more because I need to get that thing that comes out at night. But I need to find them. You guys. I'm almost positive there was one appeared over here somewhere. But they are, I guess, a semi-random spawn. Squid. That's a stingray, but I don't want that just yet. What about you? Is that the one I want? A Black grouper. Good, that's the one I want. Depleted. Lights on. Aha! Tetris! Alright, let's yeah. No, you don't. I'm pretty sure I can sleep here. Although, having said that, if I do that, my fish will go stale. Let's just see. Well, it still says they're fresh. I don't know what the time limit for that is. Don't really have much room left. This is a very peaceful and relaxing fishing game, isn't it? Absolutely nothing bad could ever happen. Fishmonger. You wanted that. There we go. I didn't think you had it in you. Night fishing is a tall order. Been meaning to talk to you about a new business venture I've been considering. Crab pots. I've got one here for you, in fact. It's a bit banged up, but you could get it fixed at the shipwright. Ability unlocked crab pot. Should be pretty straightforward. Just drop it out at sea anywhere, then come back after a day or two and check on it. I've got a customer after a fiddler crab and a common crab. Both species can be found around here. Not all schools of fish are the same. Some contain abnormal specimens. Sometimes you can even tell just looking from the surface. That is useful information. Let's sell these. Now we could buy more crab pots. That one's damaged. Let's okay, so I'd have to just repair all by the looks of things. Oh no, you can select it. No, you can't just repair one thing. You have to repair all. So it's only $7.50, so... What else we got? You know what? I can replace my light. Cracked bulb. Let's store it for now. I probably will just sell it later. But for now... what am I doing? Oh, 92%. Got a few extra things. Pursuits. We want crabs. Okay. Select the crab pot. Plenty. Well, let's just stick it here then. There we go. And because we're just sort of passing time at the moment, trophy. Ah, sustainable fishing. Reading completed. Oh, a cyclopean flounder. A sprawling jellied mass spills from a single eye socket. What appears to be a dark pupil is in fact the centre of an egg. And it was a trophy. 46 centimetres. Not sure if I wanted it to be a trophy. So, that book, 10% chance to not reduce fish stocks when catching a fish with a rod. A hefty tome and laborious read. It goes into great detail about techniques that can be employed to reduce the impacts of fishing upon fish stocks. Mentions something about ensuring a healthy ecosystem for future generations. What's this? A grotesque mackerel. Corrupted scales and bulbous eyes like nothing you've ever seen before. This spot has been depleted. My crabs aren't ready yet. I haven't got crabs apparently. Right. You hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Ah, now, this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish, as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of its stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach, he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. $70 dues for that. Well, I've never seen that before in all my days. I'll give you this thing, and I'll pay you for the fish too, of course. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. $30. Yeah, that's more than mackerels are normally worth. A man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. I know what you took to the fishmonger. And I'll be clear, I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out of this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. Where are we like? If you're wanting to get a bit more out of your engines, take a look through this book, On the House. She pulls a book from a toolbox nearby and hands it to you. A few of the pages are stuck together with grease. A once beautiful handkerchief drawn from the insides of a grotesque fish, patterned with delicate crimson thread. You don't have anything new, so... What about you? Nah, you got nothing. Alright. Let's set that. We need to go southeast. Right. Tell you, upgraded engines are really useful. What do we have here? I can't dredge. What do we have here? Cod. Eh. Might as well make a little bit of cash while we're out here. Okay. The workshop. The workshop looks as though it hasn't been used in decades. Go inside. It's locked. That is DLC, which I do not currently have. Ruined mansion. The man is standing in a doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons. You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a collector of many things, art and artifacts, treasures and truths, and curios that occupy the periphery of desire. And you have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable, even after all this time. This handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be the challenge. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks and dark depths. Find me these lost relics, and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I'll merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? No, let me not play the game. An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, and a music box and key. I would encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences. Anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. Let's just, But now, where were those dredging spots? I think this was one up here. Here we go. Start dredging. A gold ring. Gold always holds its value. This spot has been depleted. And things like that we can bring up to the trader over there. I've also got a hold full of fish, don't I? Oh, a message in a bottle. Messages. This one. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around and a few items fell overboard into the water. We did not see what they were, which is of some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He has been checking over some notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He is paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I have never known him to be so superstitious. You should not have kept that keychain. More dredging. Oh, lumber. I need lumber. That's it. What about this? This is that's the stingrays. Ooh, a grieving father. Hello, is everything okay? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? Well, yes, you see. My only son was lost at sea some years ago. He's still out there somewhere, in one of those wrecks, all alone in the cold, dark water. The man is clearly trying his hardest to remain composed, but tremors of grief rack his body. I was wondering, I notice you have some dredging equipment installed on your vessel. If you're able to retrieve any of his belongings from the wreck, I think he'd feel more at peace if his mementos were with me. He wore a bronze belt buckle, specially engraved. I'd recognise it anywhere. If there's a chance you could find it, I'd be in your debt. What do you know about any strange occurrences? I don't get out a lot anymore, so I don't see much of what goes on. But I do remember the old mayor in his final days. What an awful sight it was. Screaming and throwing things into the sea. "Throw it back," he would cry over and over. Begging anyone who would listen, howling it to the wind. These days I almost feel like I understand. Anything else I can help you with? That's it. That's actually new to me. I hadn't seen that before. But I think it's pretty clever. When you get the dredging equipment, you sort of head straight back and you hit that dredging spot, get the ring, come here to sell it, and there's him with his little side quest. That's pretty cool. Found anything special? What about this? $15. There you go. So... oh yeah, okay, all the grotesque stuff. Map. I assume that's where his shipwreck is. And crabs. pursuits. Find his belt buckle. Find those. What I'm actually going to do... Oh, hang on. Before I do that, I'll get the crabs, because I don't know how much room they'll take. Oh, dredging. We'll do dredging because we need dredging stuff. That's not dredging, that's fishing. They're eels, I thought they were planks of wood. I have one small crab. Thanks. Hang on. Yeah, 2 days remaining. Okay. You know what? You might as well grab it and repair it. Pick it up. I love the art in this game. It's great. Fishmonger, have you got any crabs for that order? Yes! If your crab pots get a bit worn out, the shipwright should be able to patch them up. Dang. Come back when you have everything. Now to regular business. I found this book out back. Could be useful to you. The fishmonger reaches under the counter and hands you a damp, battered book. A few shimmering fish scales are stuck to the cover. Sell all the fishies. There's new stuff there. Let's repair that. Can't do anything yet. Oh, hang on, I need to keep those woods. Lighthouse keeper. What is it? Do you know of any shipwrecks? She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of Greater Marrow where the current carries in wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from that patch of dark water. I can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. Have you heard of any strange things happening? I see plenty of strange things from atop the lighthouse. Sometimes I don't know whether or not I can trust my own eyes. She holds the lantern up so that it shines brightly onto your face. Are you really standing here in front of me, or is this just another of the fog's tricks? Who lives on Blackstone Isle? I see a lot from up here, you know. I saw that ill-fated boat return. I chose to look the other way. I watched an unnatural glow flicker through those windows. Whatever you've got planned, I hope you know what you're doing out there. What do you know about the old mayor of Little Marrow? I try not to think about him. It's a painful memory for us all. Some nights I still think I can hear the hum of his engines sailing past the bay. But I know he's gone, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. I should go. What can I do for you? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? Shipwrecks? Unfortunately, there have been quite a few in recent years. The lighthouse helps, but even it struggles to cut through the fog some nights. We do our best to salvage and clear any shipwrecks that occur around this side of the island. That should make fishing a bit easier for you. Around the back, though, it's a little harder to get to. There are still some wrecks towards the deeper patches. You'll want to avoid that area. Now, what else can I do for you? What do you know about any strange occurrences? Well, I heard that my counterpart in Little Marrow met the most unfortunate end. They say he went mad quite suddenly. One day he was normal, the next he was pacing the shoreline, hurling people's belongings into the sea. After some days like this, he disappeared, never to be seen again. Nowadays, the tale of the old mayor is used to scare children. Not many remember him, myself included. And those that do remember don't seem to like talking about it. A most unpleasant subject. And the builder. You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? Well, I mean, it's been pretty peaceful so far. It's got to be a damn sight better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while. Maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forward. Moving along. It's fine. She's gazing out to sea again, lost in thought. I suspect it doesn't matter which dialogue options you choose there. Say, if you find me some materials, maybe you can help me move. I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about, Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber and 2 units of scrap is all I need. I can make a new place for myself out there. You'd be welcome to visit too. Just stack it up at Steel Point when you have anything. I'll pay you when the job's done. You know what I completely forgot to do? Where is the... Is it the dry dock? There's somewhere I can research, but I can't... I can use... that. But I can't remember how to do it. How about I click the research button? Oceanic. Engines. 15 knots. Pots. Bigger pots. Don't have nets yet. I don't really have the space for a lot of these. So I might just do engines for now. So now if I go to the shipwright, go to engines, I've got a new engine. That's 15, that's 14 and 10, alright. Gonna put that... It was that one, wasn't it? Hang on. Storage. Yes, so that I can sell that. Now my ship is faster, but let's see, pursuits, lumber and scrap, map. Oh, look at all these shipwreck places. Now, just before I finish, I want to get my panic going a bit because I want to explore this panic mechanic. Now, we saw the rocks appear. Actually, I might as well stick that out while I'm at it. That is a little bit more illuminating than it was. And I think I'm going faster too. Now, this should be some corrupt fish, if I'm not mistaken. That was just a normal one. That was a normal one. There we go. A snag squid. Tasting tongues writhe wildly around sets of yellowed, crooked teeth. The top row are flattened like human moulders. Actually, I wonder if turning the light off makes your panic go up quicker. My eye's gone green. Because the panic does... Yeah, things like that just appear. But there are more other things as well. I don't know what that fog there is. Ooh. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. It's chasing me. That is really hitting my panic as well. Hey, look at that. Someone else. Hi. Oh, achievement unlocked from the fog. I don't know where it came from. I happen to know that not all those other boats are friendly. Shipwreck, is that real or is that because I'm panicked? Yeah. The point is, panic changes things. Ah, there you go, see? It was fake. I'm not sure if it increases like the number of corrupt fish or anything that you get. I don't really know how it works, what it does other than just making things appear. But it's really cool mechanic. And very indicative of what this game is really about. It's not quite... Uh-oh. Something slithers into your cargo hold. It's not quite a peaceful fishing simulator. Ew, infected. You look a touch troubled. Just get some rest. Yeah, that greatly reduces its value too. Alright. Sell everything. Actually, what I'll do is I'll send those to storage. Now I will sleep. And that will do it. That is a look at Dredge. This game is cool. Very Lovecraft. I didn't sleep enough. I'm still panicked. Got some real Lovecraftian horrors from outside of time and space going on. Check it out on Steam. It's pretty good.